Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the absolutely fiery bombshell September surprise from this homosexual Bob Woodward. We are going to show what's in the tape, supposedly. We're just going to watch this from the downgrading of Fox News here, and as we can read right now, Trump on COVID-19 talking to Bob Woodward in a personal interview which he did not consent to have released, yet. The book's not even out yet. February 7th of 2020. It is also more deadly than your even your strenuous flu. People don't realize that we lose 25 to 30,000 people a year. So it's basically claiming that COVID is more deadly than the flu. Duh. And then Trump says, this is more deadly. This is 5% versus 1% and less than 1%. This is deadly stuff. So this is Trump saying already that the death rate is 5% roughly for COVID at the time, which it kind of was, but at the same time now it's way less than 1% for most people. So especially with the remdesivir and the hydroxychloroquine, and if you're young, you're not going to die from it either unless you're retarded or, you have diabetes, cancer. But in general, it's very not deadly, but Trump even hyped it up in his own head, which just goes to show his mentality at the time. Now, if you were to go to the next slideshow, you can see the White House, all ominous. Oh, with the security guard, it's so scary. It's so scary, so unreasonable. But anyways, so that's basically what he said, right? He likes downplaying the interview. He likes being very, very... He just lies about everything, just doesn't he? On to the next topic, we have the discussion over the coronavirus, but later on, as you can see, he's admitting to it being through the air, which is retarded because now it's not from the air, so he was believing the Chinese. Excuse me, no, this is pretty relevant though, because basically we're having a conflicting series of information. What is the president to believe? The Chinese reports, or should he wait for the American reports? Well, by the time there's American studies, it'll be already too late, right? And then he'll get blamed for it either way. So this is a catch-22 that the president's in. It's important to have good leadership skills because this is a really screwed up situation here. And he's trying to say that he's being honest with Bob over here. He says that he wants to always play it down. He likes playing down the virus. And why? Because he doesn't want to create a pandemic. People will not quote that part. People do not care whether or not he's playing it down at all. And as you can see, this particular fellow, this old man over here, Discount Donald Rumsfeld, is clearly having an extensive career in covering the presidents. And in particular, it is astounding to me that he releases these tapes, in the preamble of the Trump book he's going to release, as he's already released this one, Fear, Trump in the White House, in September 11th, 2018, about exactly 2 years ago, before the midterm elections. So again, this guy's just trying to screw people. Again, he has all the wrong sources, very biased type of stuff, and it's very disingenuous what he's doing. And a lot of the people had mixed reactions about this book because I did read it and half of it was fake news. And as you can see right now, Trump's on the upswing. Trump calls this a super V recovery in terms of his comeback, really. I mean, if you look, you can see over here that he's about at 40-ish, 44, and he's coming up. And as you can see, perhaps he is dying down in support, but still he's winning again. And if we're going to go back and dig up records of coronavirus, which I don't care about, honestly, we're going to look and see that Joe Biden said a wall won't stop the virus. Banning all travel from Europe or any part of the world will not stop it. This disease could impact every nation and any person on the planet, and we need a plan to combat it. Again, March 12th, okay? So clearly this guy was not knowing what he talked about. He was criticizing Donald Trump for banning travel from China and Europe. And this was before we really had any substantive cases in the United States, and people were still criticizing him. If you guys remember, you guys can easily remember that in March or something, we had a panic. We had low toilet paper. Remember, everybody went to Costco and Walmart, and the cupboards were bare. Well, it's because of people in shock. Now, if Trump had came out openly about the panic, like if he panicked and he said, oh my God, there's a virus, and oh, I did this, well then, the stock market would have crashed earlier, and there would have been a big resource depletion, which would have been terrible. And I think also the fact is that, I mean, just countering everything, you have like approximately 20 days or just a good amount of period where the coronavirus was in China. China lied about it for a month. And then after that, from like January to March, there was no cases in America yet. Why? Because Trump did the travel ban. Now, yes, some people did illegally come here and or some American, Chinese, like, Chinamen Americans, went from China to back to America, and clearly they spread the virus as well, which is unfortunate, but they're citizens, so I guess they get to come. But as you can see right here, there was approximately 15,000 illegal Chinese immigrants in a lot of key Italian sectors, a lot of other places that spread to Europe, which then spread to New York, which then spread to here, Florida, etc. So as you can see, that's very important to know. As you can see, Joe Biden is always hitting him on the China thing. So you could consider that, well, Donald Trump did not handle the virus. Oh, he did this. Oh, he talked to this guy. Look, Joe, I'm going to tell you this. Look at these tweets from the past. Again, stop the xenophobic fear-mongering. Be honest. Take responsibility. We'll do your job. Well, Joe, if you didn't know, that China virus would have been worse if you had not stopped the massive amounts of people from coming in. As you can see, every single country that I can think of has all of their borders closed, basically, because the China virus is a big deal to them politically. That's a big problem. And these Democrats were trying to stop Trump from even closing things down. So that's pretty hypocritical of them. And as we can see with the WHO's COVID response, you can see already that they were just barely warning people in January 11th, basically. And then already Donald Trump basically banned travel in late January, so he was pretty much on the ball in that respect. And if you look over here, the COVID response wasn't even that solidified until late March, early April, where they finally had over 1 million cases and they started actually getting their act together a little bit. But still, contradicting the president, still not providing good information at all, and clearly this does not help at all. And anyways, guys, I just want to tell you something. The tapes don't matter. Nobody cares. This isn't going to affect the president at all. And in fact, if Woodward really cared about the American people's lives, why didn't he release the stuff about COVID in February when he knew that it was going to be really dangerous, supposedly? Well, he didn't, because it wasn't a big deal. COVID is not that big of a deal. It's overblown. It's kind of a side. I don't know. I don't know. It's an establishment talking point. COVID does exist, but it's over-exaggerated, kind of like climate change. It's really exaggerated again and again. I will tell you this. This guy's completely disingenuous. Don't believe a word that this guy says. This guy's been notorious for criticizing presidents, even Obama. Just don't trust this guy. The tapes will do nothing. Trump will win re-election. Mark my word. And if he doesn't, I will be really upset. Okay, guys, so that's the end of the video.